Okay. So what are amphoteric oxide means? So amphoteric oxides are metallic oxide or those metallic oxide which
Sir, which react with both acids as well as bases to
yes,
form salt and water.
yes, which reacts with both acid as well as base.
Sir, we have already written this. Should we also write once more?
No, if you have, see, one student asked about the, to explain one more time, so I'm just explaining, okay, with both acid as well as base,
Yes, sir.
okay, to form salt and water, okay, are called as amphoteric oxide. Okay, understood, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you wanna go through the example also?
Yes.
Yes. So wait a second, I'm just, yeah. Here we had example that we had discussed in last lecture. Okay, so here we have aluminum oxide. Okay, it is zinc oxide, it is lead oxide, and we have tin oxide. Okay, so here Sn is, the name of tin is tinic. Okay, that's why the symbol is Sn is for tin. Okay, so tin oxide. These are four example of amphoteric oxide. Okay, so we will take example of aluminum oxide. Okay, see here we have aluminum oxide. Okay, here also, but here we have acid and here we have base. Okay, means aluminum oxide reacts with acid as well as base and form, this is a salt and this is water. Okay, so when aluminum oxide reacts with hydrochloric acid, okay, it gives aluminum chloride, and which is a salt, and water molecule also form. Okay, in second reaction, we have aluminum oxide which reacts with sodium hydroxide, and sodium hydroxide is the base. Okay, it is the base and it forms sodium aluminate. Sodium aluminate is the salt. Okay, and water is also formed. So we can say here the aluminum oxide which react with acid as well as base to form salt and water. That's why aluminum oxide is amphoteric oxide. Understood, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we are going to start the reactivity series. Okay, very important reactivity series. Okay, so reactivity series is nothing but the arrangement of metals. Arrangement of metals in increasing or decreasing. Maybe
Sir, can we
increasing.
write this?
Yes, beta.
Sir, can we write this highlighted definition?
The arrangement of metal in decreasing order of their reactivity series in the yes, in the form of series is known as reactivity series. Yes, you have to.
Okay, sir.
So
Sir, wait, I'm just writing.
first we have to discuss. Okay, so the arrangement of metals. Okay, the arrangement of metals in decreasing order of reactivity. Okay, from top to bottom we have to arrange in decreasing order. Okay, or we can say from bottom to top we are arranging in increasing order. Okay, in the form of series, that's why it is called as reactivity series. Okay, it is known as reactivity series. Okay, so let me show you the reactivity series. So we can say here the most reactive metals are present at the top of the series. Okay, at the top of the series most reactive metal will present. At the middle of the series medium reactive element will present, whereas at the bottom of the reactivity series lower reactive element will present. Okay, So here we have diagram. You can take a screenshot for that. Then I'm going to scroll it down. Everyone
Okay,
take a screenshot.
Okay, sir, 1 minute.
So wait 1 minute.
Yeah.
Sir, can you please zoom out?
So we should also write that thus most reactive metals present at the top of the series.
No,
reactive
no.
metals.
We have to discuss this first, huh? Then after that.
So that means you have told to take the screenshot, but that means after class we have to write.
Yes, after class you have to write.
So done. Screenshot.
Okay, okay. Okay, so this is the arrangement of metals in decreasing order of their reactivity. Okay, see.
Sir,
Yes.
does gold only react with
Aquariga.
aqua? Yes, sir.
We can't say it reacts with. We can say gold
Sir,
can.
but gold also react with mercury.
Wait na beta. Let me explain. Okay. See, we can't say that gold is only react with aquariga. Okay, it is, you know, we can say instead of that we can say gold get corrode with aquariga. Okay,
Sir,
because
I didn't understood, sir, what you said.
corrode means the corrosion. Okay, decay, decompose or degradation of the metal due to the action of air and water. Okay, like if you are having iron grills at your home, you know, when rainy season, or yes, generally in rainy season they start corrosion. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so iron can get corrode with water as well as air, but that gold is a noble element, or gold and platinum are the noble metal, we can say noble metal. Okay, they do not corrode at normal temperature, pressure, moisture, what air, etc. Okay, but it get corrode by the action of aquariga only.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so we can
Sir,
say gold and platinum can degrade by the action of aquariga. Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Sir, does silver react with air and water?
Yes. Generally, silver react with air because, you know, silver ornaments and jewelries, they become black.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So here we have the reactivity series. Okay. So at the top of the series, we have most reactive metals. So it is the top of the series. Top of the series. Okay, and this is this part. Okay, this part is the middle of the series. Middle of the series. And this part is bottom of the series. Bottom of the series. Okay, so here at the top of the series, most reactive metals are present. At the middle of the series, medium reactive metals. Medium reactive metal are present. And at the bottom of reactivity series, least reactive. Okay, least reactive, we can write from here only. Okay, least reactive metals are present. Okay, if suppose like we had understood about the displacement reaction, is it or not?
Sir,
Can you repeat?
We have already understood about the reactivity series, you know that na?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in a reactivity series, suppose I am taking example of copper sulfate, CuSO4. It is the
Sir, there was a network issue. Can you explain what you're saying?
See, I am saying that we already discussed about the reactivity, not reactivity, is about displacement reaction.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So in displacement, I'm just going to explain you about the what displacement reaction. So here we have copper sulfate. It is a salt. When it is going to react with iron, we have it is ferrous. Okay. So see here. Here we have copper. Where it is copper? Here it is copper. Okay, and iron is here. Okay. So we can say here copper is less reactive than iron. If we will compare both, then we can write copper is less reactive than ferrous. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
So in displacement reaction, most reactive element, okay, displaces less reactive element from its compound to form its own salt. Okay. So here ferrous will going to displace copper. So copper will get separate out. Okay, and ferrous is going to combine with sulfate ion, so form FeSO4. Okay, so product will be FeSO4 and copper. Okay, why copper is separated out? Because it is less reactive. Okay, that's why. Okay, so here we can decide which metal will displace which metal, or less metal will going to displace the by the more reactive metals. Okay, understood, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Sir,
if
is gold the least reactive metal in the world?
yes, gold and platinum, yes, gold and platinum.
Okay, sir.
Sir, in the group, someone is asking to let him in.
Okay, Shahu. Okay, yeah, he's in now. Okay, so here we have gold and platinum. Okay, so gold and platinum and even silver are the least reactive metals. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so if you want to remember the name of this metals, here we have trick by which you can remember the name. Okay, it is a phonic part, like please stop calling me a careless zebra. Instead, try learning how copper saves gold and platinum. Okay, so in please we have potassium. Okay, in please we have potassium. In stop we have sodium, and in calling we have calcium. In me M we have magnesium. Then A we have aluminium. In careless we have carbon. Okay, then see carbon is non-metal, huh? Okay, it is mentioned here because it is used as a reducing agent for the extraction of metal. That's why carbon is mentioned over here. Okay, so carbon is non-metal. Then in zebra we have zinc. Z is zinc. Instead I we have iron. In try we have tin. Then in learning we have lead, and in how we have hydrogen. Hydrogen is again
Sir,
the
but hydrogen is a gas, no, sir.
yes, non-metal. It is again non-metal. See, hydrogen is used
That's why they
during
are bracketed.
yes in most of the reaction. That's why hydrogen also mentioned here. Okay, and then we have copper. Okay, in copper we have
Sir,
copper.
does hydrogen gain electrons?
Hydrogen generally shares electron or loses electron.
Okay, sir.
Yeah,
So
and
because
Sir,
in
so why it is a
last,
non-metal still?
beta.
Sir, if it loses or gives or shares electrons, so why is it a non-metal?
yes, sir, because the metals are substances which lose their electrons.
See, generally hydrogen still
Sir,
not.
but
See,
it can't
hydrogen
be
still
beaten into
listen,
Hello,
a
wait.
minute.
Hello, wait.
Oh, See, hydrogen, is the atom which is still not decided whether it is metal or non-metal. Okay, in modern periodic table, we have one drawback. Okay, what is that drawback? Hydrogen shows properties as alkali metals as well as with halogen. Okay, halogen means chlorine, fluorine, bromine, iodine. Okay, so these
Yes,
are,
sir.
yes, these are halogens. So hydrogen shows similar properties as halogen as well as with alkali metals like lithium, sodium,
Sir,
potassium, etc. Yes, beta.
sir, but hydrogen is in the first
Yes,
group of
yes,
periodic table, and halogens are in the 17th group. So
yes.
how?
See. Still, there is no fixed position of hydrogen. That's why it is placed above the alkali metals in first group.
Yes, sir, above sodium.
Yes, because hydrogen still do not have the fixed position. That's why it is a drawback of a modern periodic table. Okay, it is a drawback of our modern periodic table is that there is no fixed position for the hydrogen because it shows property as similar to the halogen as well as with alkali metals. Okay.
Sir, halogens come under non-metals and alkali
Yes.
metals are metals.
Yes.
So why don't we consider hydrogen as a metalloid?
Because it do not possess property of metalloid.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah, that's why. Okay. So now take a screenshot for that. So you have to remember that you have to learn, you have to mug by heart that please stop calling me a careless zebra. Instead, try to learning how copper saves gold and platinum. Okay. So by this trick,
Sir,
you
I
can,
got it. Sir, I have
okay.
learned it. It's
Okay.
very easy.
So by this you can remember the metals in proper sequence from highly reactive metal to medium reactive metal and from medium reactive metal to least reactive metal like this. Okay, so we'll help you to understand which metal is going to, you can compare the reactivity of any two metal in reactivity series. Okay, that's why you have to remember this sequence. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So now take a screenshot for that. I'm going to scroll it down now.
Can
Everyone, take a screenshot, but everyone. Okay, I'm going to scroll it down. 3, 2, 1, 0, go. Yeah. Now we are going to understand reaction of metal with water and steam. Okay. So any doubt in,
nothing, sir.
हाँ बेटा?
Sir, here steam means the water vapor, right?
Yes. But
Okay.
steam is the water vapor at a high temperature. Okay, like we have, like at a room temperature, water is also get evaporated, but that gaseous water molecule have low temperature, but steam have a higher temperature. So we can say there's a difference between vapor and steam.
Yes,
Only,
sir. Sir,
only
because nowadays we
only,
are using steam machines.
yes, only the difference is the temperature. Okay,
Yes,
steam
sir.
have higher temperature, whereas the vapors
Sir,
have low temperature.
if we want to see it physically, we can see the hot water.
Steam, like if you are having cooker at your home, your mom is cooking pulses and rice in cooker, so that cooker releases a high amount of
Yes, sir. If
yes,
we
steam.
take out the water, so we can
Yes,
see the
Sir,
steam
it's also create a sound.
yes, and from that nozzle, that due to high pressure gases releases through the nozzle of the that cooker, that's why it sounds come like whistle.
Yes, sir. And it's given that nozzle is there so that the the air do not block in it.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir. Otherwise the
Sir?
cooker will burst up.
Yes.
Sir, if we
Sometimes,
have any nose problems also, we'll take in steam, sir, with the machine.
yes,
Yes, sir.
like in
Nowadays there are coming home machines of steam.
yes.
I
Steam
usually
is,
take in, sir.
yes. I am having also at my home steam machine.
Yes, sir. Daily.
Yeah, every alternate day
Actually,
or
nowadays every citizen of India should have it because it's helping.
Okay, yes, yes, yes. I'm having before COVID also, since before COVID.
Yes, sir. Even me.
Okay. So any doubt till here, beta? In
No doubt.
reactivity series, everyone? Okay, then we are going to understand the next part, which is the reaction of metal with H2O. Okay. So first reaction we have with sodium. So we have already understood that basicity of the oxide of sodium there. So oxide of sodium, when they react with water, they form sodium hydroxide, is it? So here the reaction is, always not always, but very similar to that reaction that we already discussed here. Here the basic oxides of metal. Okay, see this Na2O, when reacts with water, it gives sodium hydroxide. In this reaction also sodium hydroxide will form. Okay, see here again sodium hydroxide will form. So it shows that these metals are basic in nature because they form basic compound. Okay, so now we will discuss about the reaction. Okay, so here we have the basic, or we can say the general reaction for reaction of metal with water. So when metal, I'm going to write here, when metals reacts with water or steam, okay, they gives, or they form metallic hydroxide, or metal oxide sometimes. And hydrogen gas is releases. Okay, so this is a general description. Now we are going to understand one example for that. Okay, example, I am going to react sodium metal, okay, with water. Okay, so water have its molecular formula H2O. So I'm going to write H2O. Okay, see H2O contain H and OH group. H2O contain H and OH group.
That
When
means hydrogen and oxygen.
हाँ बेटा,
So that means hydrogen and oxygen.
no, hydrogen and
No, sir, hydrogen and hydroxide ion.
yes, it is hydrogen ion. It will form ion, and it is hydroxide group.
Okay, sir. Sorry, sir.
Hydrogen and oxygen is combines to form hydroxide. Okay, so when H2O, when metal comes in contact with water, okay, it splits that bond which is between OH group and H group. So we're going to dissociate to form H positive ion and
OH negative.
OH negative ion. This OH negative ion is called as hydroxide ion. It's called as hydroxide ion, and H positive ion is called as hydrogen ion, or sometimes it is considered as proton. Why it is considered as proton? Yes.
Sir, I
Why?
didn't understood.
See, water molecule contain H, water molecule formula है H2O. Is it H2O?
Yes, sir.
So H2O contain H and OH group. See here we have 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So H2 and O, we have just written H2 as H and OH bond. H bond OH. Okay. When sodium, okay, will come in contact with air, okay, no, not air, with water, that water is going to split, will going to break down into H positive ion and OH negative ion. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here OH ion is called as hydroxide ion, whereas H positive ion is called as or proton, or it is considered as hydrogen ion. Hydrogen ion. Yes, beta.
Sir, is any naturally occurring radical present?
In nature, these radicals are not present, but somewhere, like in Delhi city, in world, the most polluted city is Delhi. So there, most of the vehicles and industries are located nearby the Delhi. That's why the air of Delhi contain many pollutants. Okay, so air of the Delhi and surrounding area contain more pollutants. So in that pollutants, radicals may present. That pollutants radicals may present. Okay, beta.
Sir, what are
Okay,
radicals?
sir.
Radicals are the very active form of the atom. They going to react with very vigorously with other substances.
Sir, like PO4, SO4, SO3, OH.
Yes, we have many radicals. Okay, so see, we are not going to discuss here about radical because you are not having radical. You will face in 10th class or maybe in 11th 12th. Okay, yeah. So when water going to split will form H positive ion and OH negative ion. Okay, and we have discussed about the definition of metal. What is definition of metal? Metal
Sir,
have tendency to lose electron.
yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So metal will going to lose electron. So sodium will form positive ion. Sodium will going to lose electron, then sodium will form positive ion, and this positive ion and OH contain negative ion, they are going to combine because intermolecular or interionic force will attract work between them. Okay, interion. See, the positive ion we have sodium and OH is negative ion. So opposite ion they attract each other. Okay, so they will form sodium hydroxide
Sir, but
NaOH.
I didn't understood anything in this formula.
What is your name?
Pallav, sir, Pallav.
Sir, Pallav.
Allah, you came late or what?
No, sir, I'm there now from
Okay.
first, but I didn't
Sir, that
understand.
means, sir, that means sodium plus hydrogen.
Let
nahi,
me
that
let
water
me
make.
explain in detail here.
NaOH.
Okay,
Sodium
let me explain you here. Wait a second. Let
Can you
me
zoom
erase
out
this.
it?
Pallav, 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 are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir, I'm there.
okay, do concentrate beta. Okay. So see,
Yes,
when we are going to react with sodium metal. So sodium metal is very reactive. Okay, and we have understood about the definition of metal. What is definition of metal?
It loses.
They loses electron.
Tendency of losing
So
electrons.
sodium have 11 electrons, so its electronic configuration will be 2, 8 and 1. We have already understood that part. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Sir.
sodium will going to lose that electron. Okay, so sodium will going to lose that electron to form sodium positive ion. Sodium positive ion.
positive ion.
Palla understood that much part?
Yes,
Palla?
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now we are reacting sodium metal with water, H2O. So water contain H and OH bond.
OH minus.
Or let me write this like H, O and H bond. Okay. Now understood H2O, it is H2 and O. Is
Yes,
it?
sir.
Okay. So when sodium comes in contact with water molecule, either that bond, that this one or this one, any one of the bond will going to break. Okay. Suppose this one bond will going to break, then this part water molecule will separate into two parts, H positive ion and
My-
here OH
OH
negative
minus.
ion. Okay, so we can write here H water molecule will produce H positive ion and OH negative ion. Now understood, Pallav?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Now here we have two different ions. We have sodium ion which is positively charged and hydroxide ion which is negatively charged. So sodium ion which is positively charged species and hydroxide ion which is negatively charged species. So they are opposite charges. They are the molecules with opposite charges. So they are going to attract with each other, because opposite charges attracts and same charges repulse each other. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So sodium
That's
have positive charge and OH have negative charge. So they are going to combine to form sodium
AOH.
hydroxide ion. Okay. Or we can write it as NaOH. Okay. NaOH. Now this hydrogen, what will going to happen with that hydrogen positive ion? That hydrogen positive ion will going to gain this electron. Okay, this electron to form hydrogen gas, and hydrogen gas will release. Understood?
Sir, what is that E, sir? Is it electron?
Yes, electron.
Okay.
Sir, this class will end in 3 minutes, sir.
Yes. So have you understood that part, beta? Sodium will going to react with water. So
Yes,
product.
sir.
So the product, I'm going to write this in a reaction form. So sodium, when going to react with water molecule, okay, will form sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas will release. So now here we have only 2 hydrogen in reactant side, but in product side we have 3 hydrogen, means hydrogen is not balanced. That's why we have to multiply here by 2 and here by 2. Now sodium here we have 2, so here we have to again multiply by 2. Now the reaction is balanced. We have 2 sodium on reactant side, 2 sodium on product side. 4 hydrogen on reactant side, here 2 hydrogen and here 2 hydrogen, 4 hydrogen on product side. 2 oxygen on reactant side, here we have 2 oxygen on product side. So number of atom on reactant side are balanced with the product side. That means the reaction is balanced now. Okay. So I'm going to,
Okay, sir.
yes, I'm going to write the description for the reaction when it is a description for reaction. Okay. So when sodium metal reacts with water. See, sodium is highly reactive, so it can react with cold water, warm water, steam, with anything. Okay. Understood? So sodium is very highly reactive metal. That's why it can react with cold water also, warm water also, normal water also, or with steam also. Okay. So when sodium metal react with water, gives sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide.
Sir, the formula of sodium hydroxide is 2NaOH or
No.
NaOH.
Only NaOH. That too is coefficient. We have use that coefficient in order to balance the reaction only.
To balance the reaction, yes,
Yeah.
sir, I understand.
And hydrogen gases releases. Hydrogen gas is releases. Okay. So this is the description for reaction, and this is the reaction. Here you have to write sodium. Here you have to write water. Here you have to write sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide, and it is hydrogen gas. See, our time is going to complete. So we have to rejoin the class again. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Sodium hydroxide. Let me write HYD or OXIDE. Sodium
Sir,
hydroxide.
can you also send this recording in the classroom so that we can revise?
Yes. So take a screenshot for that fast. Take a
Sir,
screenshot,
sir.
everyone, very fast. Done?
Done.
Okay. Because anytime the session will end.
Now it will end, sir.
Yeah. So we have to rejoin. Okay. I'm going to disconnect now.
Okay, sir.
Within a minute, everyone have to join. Huh?